Salut, c'est Kate pour BGP MUSIC LIVE.
Can you introduce the project and the band?
In English, is that okay?
Okay.
Right, it's French. We're Cage Fight. We are a thrash metal hardcore crossover band based in London, and we are very angry about lots of things. There we go.
So, this past year you were in you are a tattooist, and now we are about to business in music.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the job of tattoo artist because it's a job, and music is not making money. It's more passion, so yeah, it's a hobby.
And why did you wait for continue music after ETHS?
I didn't wait. I was supposed to be in a band, and it just didn't work. And I had a lot of other propositions for band, and it never worked. Simply every time a guitarist was messaging me for a band, it was with the wrong intentions. It wasn't really for music, so it took a long time, but yeah, finally found.
Creepy musician.
Yeah. Well, not everyone, thankfully.
And how the project came? You are in Tesseract also?
Over lockdown, I was just working on some ideas with this kind of sound with John, the bass player. It started off just as fun. It was just something to do, and then it picked up momentum, and we were quite pleased with the songs we were writing, but there was something missing. We didn't quite know what it was. And then in February last year, that was when we connected, and Rachel did a demo, and it was sounded really good. And basically, it all just kind of took off from there. We had no plans or intentions to make a band that's going to be serious, but everything worked so well. The momentum picked up, and now we're here.
It's like a playground for you?
As in, is it fun? Absolutely. Yeah, it's a style of music which I grew up with, and I love. I've loved thrash and I love hardcore as a kid and teenager. I've always wanted to make. Sorry, I'm choking on a big gap. I've always wanted to make music of this kind, and I guess my focus for the last 15 years or so has been Tesseract, and then over the COVID period, it allowed me a bit more time to do something different, and yeah, this music is just pure fun. I love it.
And how do you feel before the release of your first album?
Excited, a little bit nervous. You never know what people are going to think. But yeah, it's just been a whirlwind. It's all happened so quickly. We're just riding the wave and enjoying it, and seeing where it takes us.
Okay. Your style is very wild and raw, straight in the head.
Yep, it's no messing around. Just like full-on aggression, direct power, rage.
And how do you approach the singing for the band?
You mean for composition,
for when you sing compared to ETHS?
So in ETHS we had codes, we needed cleans, we needed this kind of thing. And here I just take the song, the instrumentals, and I'm just throwing everything I have in my mind. And I don't know, it's working. Every time I wanted to do a demo, I was making it in an hour. It's I'm just doing whatever I have, and it's working.
This time it was a cathartic way and a straight way for singing.
Yeah, it's just natural. It's just I feel it.
I think that's been the general story of the band since the four of us started working together in February last year. It was all so natural. It just kind of happened. It was all very easy. Everyone was on the same page. I would send an idea to Rachel, and then she'd send back an idea that fitted perfectly, and then we went to the studio, Nick wrote drum parts that made it even better, and just everyone, we worked together as a unit incredibly well. And basically, we all fed off each other, and it came together really quickly.
It's a very good lineup.
Oh, I'm glad you think so.
Like the bass player and the drummer and you.
Yeah, Nick's an amazing drummer. I don't know why he's not been in a big band before. He's like world class. So we're very lucky to have him. He also holds it together when we fuck up, or when I fuck up.
And how did you compose for this album?
It's just like demos at home, sending demos around, everyone feeding in their own ideas. We did most of it online, really, didn't we? It was just emailing. Here's this thing. Everyone fed in their own thoughts and ideas, and it was just all done remotely. At the first few demos, we hadn't actually met as a band before we finished them. It was all done online. Wonders of modern technology. You don't need to be in the same room together to make music. Probably wouldn't have happened without the internet.
So the first time you met together was in a studio?
The first time we met was a rehearsal.
Yeah.
But that rehearsal was around about the time the demo was released, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah, we didn't even know how to play the songs together.
no.
We only knew one song.
Well, it was a weird coincidence because me, John and Nick had arranged to do a rehearsal, and then by coincidence that was when you were then going to go back to Scotland, but you couldn't fly direct to Scotland.
True, because of COVID.
Because of COVID, so you flew to London, and then we had the rehearsal. Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
And what are the value of the band?
So is that again?
The value of the band?
The value.
Valeur.
The what, sorry?
It's not English.
The credo?
What? Give me your translation.
I've got no signal.
The value, what are the belief?
The values. Sorry, plural.
Yeah, values.
I think a lot of the lyrical content and drive behind the band is talking about our frustration with injustice sort of in the world. Various, talk about lots of issues about what's going on in the world at the moment, whether it's like racism, sexism, financial inequality, misinformation. Obviously, Brexit was a real big problem for Britain, and that was driven by lots of lies and wealthy people manipulating the poor people into believing things that aren't true. Basically, we're really pissed off about lots of stuff, and that's what the values are basically. I guess the values. Sorry, go back to the point. Are kind of much more positive. It's like, I guess, opposing these problems and speaking out against them.
Okay. And this time you write lyrics?
So the bassist is writing the lyrics because he is a rapper and is like writing very well. He's used to write, and he has very good English expressions, and obviously I'm not that good in English yet. So we have the ideas together and he put the words.
And how did you record for this album?
In July last year, we recorded the drums and vocals at a studio called Outhouse in the UK with a producer called John Mitchell. And then I did the final guitars and we did the bass in basically in my house with those at home. And it was mixed by Ackle, the Tesseract guitarist. He mixed it for us in his home studio. So I guess it was done in 3 different places.
Okay. I really like the mix. Last time with ETHS in Anka, I didn't really like the mix because of the voice of Rachel, mostly on the same level. This time we can hear all perfectly.
Yeah.
And the bass, the drum was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. It was way on the mix.
Yeah, I think Yeah, I think we just basically wanted to make everything very clear and very powerful, and I think John Mitchell combined with Ackle's efforts made that happen. It was good.
You really smashed with guitar with fast rhythm, and after you came to hardcore rhythm, and after in the world.
Yeah. So, what was the question?
You have you move the ring, always move the ring.
Move around from different styles. Or?
Yeah, in the same song.
Oh yeah, I think in general we've just tried to get in loads of stuff that we enjoy. This is, I think, the beginning of this band was mainly just to do things that we really enjoy, and so there's hardcore ideas, thrash metal ideas, death metal ideas, and we just mix it all up and just try and I think it's fun and it's fresh and interesting. And in the same way with the vocals, like you go from like shouty hardcore vocals to pig squeals to guttural vocals. It's just a mixture of lots of styles of metal that we all enjoy.
And you have a big vocal range.
Yeah, so with ETHS I adapted my voice in a certain way, and then I wanted to do death metal, so I tried to work on my lows, and then I find hardcore, so I'm like working on something else, and I think all my influences I just try to do them.
This band is kind of like the first band you can be yourself.
Exactly, yeah, I could do whatever I want, and it's amazing.
And what are your inspiration? What band was your inspiration for this?
Oh, it's great. I think for me it was a lot of 90s and early noughties hardcore. Like I think early Hatebreed and Terror very much in the guitar sort of work. Stamping Ground, I don't know if you know them, but they're a UK hardcore band that were very thrashy. But then also older thrash stuff like Slayer, Creator, Municipal Waste. It's for the fast, thrashy stuff. I guess just very, very aggressive music from, I guess, a period of my life when I was young and angry, and I'm revisiting that.
Can you talk to me about 1 minute? This title resume all the band, this song.
The title is basically, what's 1 minute about? I don't really know lyrically. It's another quite violent song, I think, isn't it? 1 minute is quite important to us because that was the very first demo that I sent to Rachel. Basically, that's the song that started the band, so it's quite a special song for us.
Okay. And with the rhythm of the song, you start hard and then you switch to hardcore.
Yeah, it's kind of it goes thrash and basically it's a bit like Stamping Ground meets Slayer. It's very thrashy, but then has the hardcore sort of kind of thing.
This song is one of the favorite of people live. I think it's their favorite.
It's the mosh pit one.
Yeah.
And Trevor came in Eating Me Alive.
Well, we got in touch because I saw a cover that Rachel did of a Black Dahlia Murder song, and that's kind of how this all began. And so, you tell the story.
Yeah, so I did this cover, and the Black Dahlia Murder shared it, and Trevor shared it, so I messaged him to thank him, and he was like, oh, no worries, and like, we should do something together, I would really love it, and he just said okay to sing on Cage Fight album.
So yeah, it was an honour to have him on the record. It's amazing, and I guess he's part of the reason why Matt Band's part of the reason why this has happened.
Okay. And you cover Beach in the Pit from Body Count. Why this song?
Well, we all love Body Count. It's really good fun music. It's a great song, and I know it's kind of appropriate because that's you.
I'm one of the bitch in the pit. So, yeah, actually, when we can, I just go and sing in the crowd when it's possible. This one is a lot of fun.
Strong woman in the pit.
Yeah, but also by saying the word bitch is kind of reclaiming it a little bit, because obviously it's technically a derogatory word, so it's quite nice to take it back a bit.
Yeah.
And the clip of the Respect End was about the sexual harassment.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that?
Before you have a better speech.
No, I don't, but...
Well, yeah, it's about harassment and like pushy man. Because you tell them no and they insist, and I don't know, it's quite heavy, and I was really frustrated. I don't want to do drama online and stuff, but I receive a lot of shit messages from guys, and it makes me super angry. And I think that's the way just to expose it.
Yeah. Good answer.
And you have fun for the shooting of the clip?
I loved it. I can't wait to make another one. It was amazing, yeah.
So you will play with Sepultura and other tour with Chromax?
Yeah, we've been very lucky that we've got those really, got tours with some really great bands coming up, which is just right timing for our album release. So I think the next step now is to work out coming over here, which I think we're going to do in the autumn. Yeah, lots of good gigs coming up, which is very exciting.
Have you got any plans in France yet?
Hopefully in the autumn. It's not confirmed, but we're putting aside some time where we can come here. Definitely. We will be here.
Can you describe me a Catch Fire show?
I think we try to basically be powerful, loud, intense, very, very aggressive, highly energetic experience. And fun. A little bit of fun.
Loud. You loud.
Loud.
Yeah.
A lot of fun compared to your game in the Tesseract.
I mean, that's really fun as well, but it's a different kind of fun. That's it's just like it's a totally different experience. This is much more raw and visceral and sweaty. Whereas Tesseract's much more kind of brain exercise. But I mean, obviously that's great too. It's a different experience.
Tesseract is like music for the mind, for travel.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Catch Fire is really straight.
Yeah. I'm hoping maybe playing Tesseract will mean that I won't. My mind might deteriorate when I get too old.
What can you tell me about Guillotine song?
It's a protest song about, I guess, the British aristocracy and the old money rich poor divide in Britain. It's a song which I was quite keen to do because I know our royal family is it's a very outdated institution. They're all criminals. They're all Prince Andrew, I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's a paedophile. America wants to extradite him, but he's too powerful. It's about time we got rid of these people, and the French did it in the French Revolution. Maybe it's time for us. Off with their heads.
Like in Notre Israel did it, a song off with the head. I don't know if you know them.
Yeah, that sounds familiar actually. Yeah, so we couldn't call it off with their heads because that's been done.
And you make a T-shirt with the Prime Minister. Yeah. And I think that ties a lot into one of the songs, which is called "Tell Me What Real Is," because he's basically spun a campaign of misinformation and lies, which has
it really damaged our country, and he was a big part of Brexit, and he basically did that for his own political gain, and to support his wealthy friends who want to avoid taxes, and as a result he's made life a hell of a lot harder for the rest of us. He's damaged our economy and basically screwed the country just for his own ego and his own gain. He's a horrible human being, he's a racist, he's a misogynist, he needs to be punched in the face.
T-shirt says pretty well.
Is it difficult to travel with Brexit?
I mean, well, for a start, now we've come into the EU, we get stamped each way. I mean, that's never happened in my life. It's like you normally only get stamped when you go, to a different continent. That's a real kind of scary thing. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's just it makes you feel very separate. We feel, we've definitely separated ourselves. So I think that's a weird cultural feeling. But also, I think travelling as a band, it's going to be very difficult now. For bigger bands, it won't be so difficult. For example, with Tesseract, when we tour, we get carnets and we get all the documentation you need, because you need it for Switzerland and you need it for Norway anyway. But smaller bands, they don't want to be spending £1,000 on a document just so they can play a few gigs in France. And also the borders are much tougher. Especially the UK-France border, from what I hear. If you've got any equipment, it's going to take you hours. You're going to get searched, because both sides are being very, they're both basically being quite aggressive, because relations aren't very good between, UK and EU at the moment, and it's made life expensive and difficult and unnecessary. But yeah, I could rant about this forever, but it's a very, very sorry situation, and it's basically all done through greed and selfishness and playing on people's ignorance.
Have you got a studio anecdote?
What?
A studio anecdote.
A studio
anecdote.
Anecdote. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I think that's what we said. Studio anecdote. What happened in the studio? Anything funny? It must have.
Nothing crazy.
There will be one. I can think of John Mitchell drinking 2 bottles of rosé in 15 minutes. And then carnage ensuing. That's not very funny though. I mean, it was funny, but I don't think the story works. Give me a minute. I can't think. Studio anecdote. I don't know, it was all quite sensible and well behaved, wasn't it? We had a barbecue and we got a massive jar of pickled eggs. Have you ever had a pickled egg?
Pickled?
It's a very English thing. It's an English way of preserving boiled eggs, where you put a boiled egg in vinegar.
It's like cornichon, but
eggs.
No.
Well, this band is all about this.
Yeah, we basically ate a lot of pickled eggs. That's our in the studio, and our breath smelled really badly.
Yours?
You ate most of them.
No, nothing crazy.
And for the cover of the album?
I did it. So we wanted something catchy. So the guys asked me to do the cover, because I was doing paintings, but I was like, I can't see a painting for Cage Fight. We need something more violent, something painful, something, I don't know, in your face. And so we agreed to do the logo, and so I tattooed the logo on someone's hand, and we did it in London in my tattoo studio. That was a cool day. And then we took a picture, and I edited it with a friend, so basically we just did it ourselves.
So you really tattoo the hand?
Yeah, it's a real tattoo, yeah.
And our next video actually shows the whole process, so you can see it being tattooed, which comes out next month, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was your best memories on stage with Cage Fight?
I don't know. I've enjoyed all the shows we've done. Really, every show we do is really fun. It's loud. It's crazy. It's I don't know, I can't think of the moment.
They're all different.
They're all different, but they're all, I know, it's all very enjoyable. It's kind of chaos because like, we don't play to click tracks, we don't really have any guidance, so anything could happen.
The moment the drums broke.
Oh yeah, we played one gig where turned up and my amp blew up, so I had to use a house amp, and then our drummer broke the kick drum halfway through, and so we had to finish the set without a kick drum.
That was so fun.
And the week before he broke his snare drum, didn't he? And so yeah, he hits very hard.
Yeah.
We can hear that in the album. He is a kind of beast.
He is a beast. He's so loud. That's why I have to be so loud. This is so loud.
Yeah.
It's true.
And the bass player slaps the chords, the string.
Yeah, it's mainly plays with the pick, just sort of just hitting hard, making it loud.
I leave you the word for the end of the interview.
Sorry?
I leave you the final word for the end of the interview.
Final word?
We're looking forward to come to France.
And please check out our album. It's out on May the 13th, I think. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.